Hello, hello. Welcome to another vlog. I have had so much fun just posting that first one, and so I wanted to do it again. When I talked on my Instagram, I asked people what did they really want to see. I post a lot of podcasts, I post a lot of professional, kind of business content. What did you want to see outside of it? Because if my true mission in life and business is really to share the narrative of balance and freedom and how you can have a super fulfilling life outside of business, I have to be able to share with you a little bit of both. And the number one response was, what are the things that I do when I am being fulfilled? Like, what are the hobbies? What do I do when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, when I do have a lot going on in business? And this week was a perfect week to kind of share that. So just kind of perfect timing. Today, I really want to kind of share with you what I'm doing. It's a Saturday. I have had a busy couple of weeks. I just want to be totally transparent with that. I know I talk about balance. I know I talk about harmony. I know I talk about freedom. I know I talk about anti-burnout, all of those things. That doesn't mean that I don't have busy weeks. That doesn't mean that I don't have weeks that I am like, holy cow, I feel like my brain cannot shut down. I feel like I have so much work to do. I feel like I'm closing my laptop, but have 42 unopened tasks and unchecked off tasks on a Friday. And that's how I'm feeling today, to be totally transparent. I started my new year. We were traveling for 2.5 months in November, December. We got engaged. We were with our parents, me and my fiance. We were with his family, with my family. And it was a long time to be out of my full routine. And of course, the end of the year is really busy for a lot of my clients. It's not always very busy for me. So it was nice to be able to support my clients, do the things, have the answers that they really need. But it was also nice to be very present for the holidays. But that made us coming back to routine January 3rd or so, and I feel like I had taken a really long time off of the working on my business. Just to be totally transparent and real with you, I feel like I took a really long time kind of off of let me get actual things done other than just supporting my clients and being present with the people that I have around. So I hit the ground running, made all of my kind of goals for the year, my over plan for the year. I started launching my programs and I had a bunch of new clients come in. I started with a bunch of new clients, and now I feel like I've done all of the research on them. I've provided them all of their custom growth plans, and it was just a lot of weeks in a row of me doing a lot of things. And honestly, it isn't really going to slow down for a couple of weeks, and that's okay. I wanted to provide this vlog today to really show how I have this balance and show a day that I feel like I have a lot to do. It's not that I don't have a lot to do. As business owners, we do always have a list of things that we could be doing, but I'm choosing not to do it, knowing that on Monday I will feel refueled. I'll be able to work a full day with a clear mind. I won't feel burnt out, and I'll actually do those tasks better. I'll actually be more productive. I'll get more done. I'll do them better because I'll be happier, I'll be more rejuvenated, and I can come back on Monday knowing that I can tackle the week with a refueled battery and not feeling like I am still backpedaling and trying to oversleep. I wouldn't end up going to the gym because I'd be too tired. And so if your weekends are not a time to refuel, or if you don't take specific time to refuel in your business, you're just gonna lead yourself into burnout. And that is what I wanna show with you today. So I'm gonna bring you with me. You kind of saw my morning a little bit. I watched the Rachel from The Bachelor and Alex Cooper Call Her Daddy episode while I was getting ready. I laid in my sauna blanket, which is basically like a sleeping bag sauna. It's incredible. And I talked to a friend on the phone. I spent my morning just enjoying, just kind of resting and really just coming to all of the things that I needed to do today or that I want to do today. And now I'm gonna have a fun creative afternoon. It is said that literally just 45 minutes of creativity can boost your problem solving, boost your creativity, refuel your battery in a lot of ways. And I am not somebody that is I wouldn't say that I'm overly creative, but having something that is just getting your brain working on a totally different front than business is actually much more positive, much more refueling than people understand. And it's just 45 minutes. So we have a 30-ish minute drive to town. I'm gonna go do that drive. I'm gonna jam out to some tunes, maybe listen to a podcast, whatever that is. And I am going to fill my cup today, and you're gonna come with me. So Arlo and I are gonna go for a walk first. Oh, did you hear that? Are we gonna go for a walk? Yeah? We're gonna go do that. I'm not really in a hiking attire outfit, but we're gonna make it work because my baby needs some energy and some exercise. and we're gonna go have some fun, and you're coming along. So happy Saturday. Let's get this thing done. I love these sunglasses, but that just tends to happen every time. The curls and whatever these little things are called do not jive well. I'm not gonna lie, they really don't. So they're either on or they're on the shirt. But oh, it's so crazy how much better you feel just after like a little bit of exercise. Arlo clearly feels better. Yeah, did you have so much fun? He is a hunting dog. He's like a working bred dog, and so it's so fun to watch him in the woods, like doing his working bred things. So funny, he just like runs and he comes right back, he runs and he comes right back, and it's so much fun. And we're so grateful to have the national park so close. You're breathing in their ears, honey. Yeah, you are. You're breathing in their ears. It's so much fun to have the national park, literally, or national forest at least, in our backyard. We have so much space for him to run around. And just like a mile or two like that is going to make a big difference on the rest of his day. So I'm gonna go put him in his crate, drive into town, and I'm gonna bring you guys to the thrift store with me. I have like a couple of things in my head that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dish for matches, and I'm looking for some colored glasses for the wedding. We are having our wedding at an Airbnb, and so I am going to basically be doing a lot of the decorating, and so I want some of we're having a brunch as our main meal, so I want some of the table decor for brunch, and I could use anything for the house that could make it feel more like home and more like me, and so we're going for those different types of things, and we'll see what we find. But let's get going. Let's do this. Right, we are officially done, but I did get some things. I spent $30 in total. I'll show you my little haul. This is for my sourdough starter. And I'm skeptical of that lid, but it's probably gonna come off, and I know I have a lid that'll fit onto there, or I have a beeswax wrap that I made at one point, but I needed a new one for my sourdough starter because I only have one, and if you do sourdough, you know that stuff's like concrete, and I need to clean it more often. Something that I really needed was a rolling pin, and I don't know if I've just never bought a rolling pin before, but I found them in like 5 different areas in that antique store, and they all were like $40. This one was $12, which I still think is kind of a lot, but I don't know if they were like an antique special rolling pin that I didn't know about. But we got a rolling pin for my clay and for sourdough things, which I'm kind of excited about. None of this stuff is overly exciting, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing's too crazy. Here's some little things. We needed a scooper for Arlo's food. We kind of just have done a handful. We've had them for a year. We've just done a handful, but Liam and I have different size handfuls, and so we really just need to know how much we're actually feeding him. I got this little dish. What I want to do is I kind of have been hoarding little matches for a long time. This one looks kind of gross. Don't get me wrong, it's been in my car for a while. But I want to put these in the bathroom. I think that's just kind of cute. And then I got this cute little, this is like a ridiculous purchase, but it was like $1. So just this cute little thing. How cute is it? A little teddy bear. If I see something and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's adorable, and it sparks joy immediately, I usually buy it because why not? So I got this little dish. I got the heart dish. I got a cookie cutter, but this little tea strainer, I drink tea every single day, multiple times a day for all my hormonal stuff. And so I can never use enough tea strainers. And then I got another match set so we could start with 2 in here. And I have some elsewhere. I just don't know where they are. I think they're in my bus and I have to go grab them. But so this is going to go in the bathroom. I'm probably going to put this next to it. I just don't really have a lot of like accessory tchotchke things that just really add a lot to a room, you know, some decor. And so my haul was very boring. We got a rolling pin, an empty jar, a measuring cup, a tea strainer, and this wooden dish. But I'm excited. There were things that I needed. And they have so much glassware that when we need glassware for the wedding. If we need glassware, they'll have it there. But I really loved the little duck that I showed. I think I have it in here. I loved the little duck. That was $50. So it must have been like marble or something that I didn't know about. I really loved there's the pitcher, the pottery pitcher as well. I thought that was so cute for some utensils on the countertop. However, it was like $25 as well. And because I make pottery, I just feel like I could probably make one. And I just want to say, like, your girl's thrifty. I love a good deal. I am going to the thrift store to find a deal most of the time. And I'm going to go to the grocery store, do some pottery. I might make some of the things that I didn't buy today. I really want to make us a like full domino set out of like air dry clay. I think that would be so fun. I'm also trying to make a lot of things for our wedding out of air dry clay. I want to make like napkin holders for all of our guests with their name on it and some other things. So that's what we're going to do this afternoon. Then I can let Arlo out. We can hang out. I'll put a nice movie on. I heard about the cute new comedy on Netflix. I think it's Amazon, Cordially Invited. It has Will Ferrell and I think Jennifer Aniston or Reese Witherspoon. I don't know. It's supposed to be a comedy. I heard it's really cute. So maybe I'll put that on. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store, grab some veggies, and then get home. Did also go to a couple other stores and I got some cute little beeswax candles. Look at how cute this one. It's got some like ribbing on it as well as this cute little guy. I am very like natural with all of my things, and beeswax candles are actually a massive air purifier, as well as they aren't fragrance, but you can still get like the vibe of a candle, because sometimes I try to be very clean when it comes to the fragrances too. I did also get this bread pan for my sourdough to make like a sandwich loaf, which I'm kind of excited about. It says Pat on the bottom, and it was my grandma's name, and she was big into cooking and she taught me a lot of things, and so I took it as a sign that I needed it. But I had a very wholesome thrift store day today. I think I'm going to try to use ChatGPT to make a meal plan for me. Something that takes up a lot of space in my brain is what to eat on the day-to-day basis. Seriously, like so much decision making goes into what are we making for dinner. You're a business owner. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way. Actually, I know I'm not. I talk to my clients about it a lot, is like the decision fatigue of just making decisions all day long. And so I'm going to start doing that, is using a meal plan. It's just like, again, one of those things that really helps clear up space in my brain, is not having to think about what to eat. And so a lot of times on Sundays, I will make like almost like, what is it called? Meal prep. I will meal prep on Sundays and get ready for the week. I think I'm going to start using ChatGPT to make me a low histamine, low glucose meal plan. And I'm hoping it's one or the other and not both. There is some overlap between them, but I went low blood sugar and it helped, but it didn't completely take it away. So I'm thinking it might be histamine instead. So yeah, I'm excited to go home, put some comfy clothes on and hang out, do some pottery and call it a day. Okay, I put all of my thrift finds away in the house. I think the candles look pretty cute there. I do need some more, I don't know, just like little things that I feel like can add some interest to it, but we're getting there. It's starting to at least feel like me, or like us, a little bit more. It's funny how just getting out of the house, doing something fun instead of doing the work that you really feel like you should be doing actually allows you to feel so much more fulfilled. It allows you to be like, okay, yeah, you're right. It doesn't need to be done right now. Something that I did do this morning that I think kind of immediately relieves the stress, at least in my my brain, I did a brain dump. So I basically just, if you don't know, I do a lot of brain dumps. I do them on my Sunday evening power hour. I do them in a lot of different places, but really what I do is I just put everything that's in my brain down on a sheet of paper, because a lot of times what actually is like the stress and the feeling of like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, is the things that we are trying to remember off of the top of our head. Yes, having a really long list can also cause some stress, but at least we know we aren't going to forget to do it. When there's a lot of little things on our list to do and you're like kind of going throughout your day and you're like, shoot, I still haven't done that. Shoot, I have to remember to do that. Shoot, I have to remember to do this other thing as well. That is when it starts to build and build and build and you feel like you have so much to do. When you put it down on a sheet of paper, sometimes you're like, okay, I can get this done this week. These things, none of these things are super high priority. Okay, this really isn't going to take me that long to do. But when we have all of this kind of like sand in our brain, and when I say sand, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the big rocks like worksheet or exercise. Basically what it is if you have a jar, I guess I have a jar right here, and you had like a bunch of boulders inside of this jar, like bigger rocks. You could fit like 3 or 4. Those are the big things that are on your mind. Those are, it's taking care of your family. It's going to the gym. It's, getting work done, doing the like making your products, all of that. And then you have smaller rocks that are still kind of like pebbles that are smaller things, where it might be making meals and keeping up with the house, whatever that might be. And then there's everything else, which is sand, which is basically going to fill in all of the gaps in your jar with those little teeny tiny things. And like I was just saying, it's the small things that are like, oh, I have to clean this. I have to call this person. I have to pay that bill. It's the little things that are going to take you less than like 5 to 10 minutes to do. But you're trying to remember them, and they're taking up all of that extra space in your brain when that space should be utilized for other things, enjoyment, rest, all of that. And so if I get all of the sand, all of the pebbles, and all of the boulders down on a sheet of paper, then it allows me to say, okay, this doesn't look that bad. Okay, I can get some of these things done. All right, these are things that I can do this week. And it actually allows us to feel a lot better. So just by going out, getting out of the house, I'm going to sit and be creative tonight. I just put on a movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, such a great movie. And I'm going to take my pottery stuff out now. I'm going to start doing pottery. And I'm really just using today as a fun, kind of fulfilling day, doing the things that I love, doing my little hobbies. Of course, I went to the grocery store just because I was in town. It's a 30-minute drive, but tomorrow I'll clean up the house. I might go to dance in the morning with some of my friends. One of my friends owns a dance studio in town. I might go there. Then we go to brunch, and I'll come home, clean up my house, feel like I did some stuff for me, feel like I got my house ready and checked some stuff off of that list, and allowing ourselves that time and that space to actually fulfill ourselves allows us to come back more refreshed, allows us to come back more productive, allows us to come back and actually be able to do work a lot better. So take this as your sign to take a day, take an afternoon, and do something that actually fulfills you, whether it's creative or it's a hobby or whatever it is that you really like to do, or whether it is literally watching a movie, enjoying your day, or doing a 20-minute meditation, whatever it might be. You have to have things that are meant for you. If we put our entire lives into our business, you never have anything outside of it. And when something isn't going as well as you want it to in business, all of a sudden you feel lost. All of a sudden you feel like your whole sense of achievement, your whole sense of fulfillment is out the window. We have to have some things that are separate, personal versus professional. You have to have things that fulfill you outside of the achievement of your business. So this concludes the vlog for today. Thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe. We put out new podcast episodes all about business every Tuesday and Friday. I love to chat about this topic, burnout, as well as I give tangible business advice, marketing, business, all of that. If you are an avid podcast listener and you're liking the vlog, make sure that you let me know in the comments below. I want to know, what are the things that you really feel fulfilled by? What are the things that you do on these days? Because your girl is always looking for a new hobby. I'm in the market for a new one, all right? And so put that below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. I'm having so much fun with these vlogs. I hope that you're liking them too. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you got a little bit of a tidbit and had some fun coming with me throughout my day. Tell me what you think I should have gotten at the thrift store that I didn't. The other thing that I really loved was that pearl ring. When I was in the car, I was like, shoot, I didn't even mention that. That pearl ring was incredible, and it was gold, and I'm a silver gal now, and I liked it with my engagement ring, but it was kind of fun for like an extra pizzazz for an outfit. All right, I'm done blabbing. Have a great day. I'll chat with you soon.